which DJs have the most attractive personality?
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
I would say
On the lampposts, there's hanging spiders, and just every so often they would drop down. I remember just walking through with my rave fam, and one of them dropped down right in front of me.
My passionate thought is you do not need substances to have a good time at a rave.
100%.
Even if your friends are partaking, you don't need to.
Halloween just sucks.
Oh.
It brings in the worst kind of crowds. Like
Welcome back to the I'm Peaking podcast. Question of the day: how old is too old to go trick or treating?
4. Wait,
4?
What?
I'm pretty sure I was.
I think I meant to
still
say 40.
Oh, okay.
And you just said 4?
You just forgot the 0.
Yeah.
I think 17, unless you have a kid.
Yeah, wait. Does like taking your little sibling
I still
trick or treating?
take- I
Does that
take my
count? Does that count?
No,
or
I think
no?
that's
No.
okay.
Okay, that doesn't count,
No,
right?
that doesn't count.
Okay.
So if you're less than 17, it's still okay?
I just think if you're older and you're by yourself trick or treating around.
No, I agree.
It depends on the intention, of course.
What if you're 16 and you had a kid at 14 and you're walking your 2-year-old? Does that now not okay?
No,
I
but
think-
but you're with your 2-year-old. That's perfect.
Yeah, we said
No, without your 2-year-old, because so is 16 too old?
I think
No,
I
no,
think
I think 16
14
is cool.
I think 13 or
Dude,
14
imagine.
is too old.
Imagine,
13 or 14 is too old. You weren't going trick or treating
Nope.
still at
And then
13.
your kid
Really?
too.
Mhm.
Okay, so what were you? Hold on, because what were you doing?
I was going to the Halloween like fair like event thing that was
Okay.
happening
I
because
s-
all my junior high like classmates were going there.
Okay.
I
that.
stopped. I think like I was in sophomore year of high school. I still wanted candy.
Yeah, you see.
I mean, to be fair, Mickie, you probably still look like you were at 12.
I think it also depends like where you're from, because if you're not around a lot of Halloween events, because like we're blessed, we have a lot of
Oh, yeah.
things that we can
A
go to.
lot.
But like if you're in the middle of Kansas and all there is trick or treating, you could just go with a group of people. You know, like you're 20 years old and you're
I was
going,
19.
Huh,
I stopped at 19, but I also went to UC Davis, so there was like a lot of like old white people neighborhoods that just college students would just go get full candy bars from, and I'm like, cool.
I think that's valid.
It was-
valid,
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I guess it depends on your area too then, because like, you know.
That's what I just said.
Oh, okay, sorry. I was listening to Nand saying that he's
But
19.
I still take my little brother trick or treating. I'm excited to go again this year.
Yeah, I think that's different, because if you have
Yeah, you're
someone,
not getting
accompanying
candy.
you're accompanying a child.
Yeah.
You yourself are not going up door to door and just going.
Unless I
"Trick or
wear a
treat."
mask and like put my voice really high and pretend like I'm just a tall kid.
Oh yeah, you could do it. you can pass.
Yeah, honestly, Mickie, you get so fast for
Yes!
middle school, high school. Unparalleled genes.
I'm taking that as a compliment.
Well, let us know in the comments if you still go trick or treating, what age you think is acceptable. Don't put too old, please.
It's never too late.
It's never too. Yeah.
It's never too old to go raving.
Yeah, so as we said, welcome
think we
back.
could say
As you can see, we're all in Halloween costumes because it is now spooky season. Today, the day that we're shooting this is October 1st, so we're officially
starting the
in
month off
Halloween
right.
season. I am your host, Devin, and who else do we have?
I'm Mickie.
I'm Nand.
I'm Dorothy.
I'm Magic Mike. Daniel. I'm
You
Daniel.
gotta take off your shirt.
Oh,
for
if
that
we're going
one.
by our costume names, I am Erin Jaeger.
I'm a Care Bear, but I don't know what the name for the rainbow one is.
I think it's just.
Rainbow?
I don't know.
Oh my God! Wait, remember how the first Halloween we were somehow like connected? We're connected again because I have to go somewhere over the rainbow.
That's so cute.
What? You guys
I'm
were
the rainbow that you have to go
She
over.
was a witch. You were a
I was a dragon. She slayed me. Remember?
you weren't a dragon.
Yes, I was.
You were a monster.
Oh, I was a monster, but we talked about her slaying me or something. I remember this vividly because we connected. And again,
Yeah, and then Nand and I were anime weebs.
Yes.
Oh my god, it's called the
Throwback.
Togetherness Bear.
Oh,
That's so cute. I like how we're all together now.
Wow.
Bear.
Anyways, we have Halloween festivals coming up. So we got Escape coming up. Is Boo happening?
Yes,
this year?
Boo,
Freaky Deaky.
What else is there?
There's
Spookfest.
What's that?
Where's that?
I can't remember, but I remember reading it.
I'm sure Europe's got a bunch of stuff too. Yeah, so we wanted to know what you guys thought about what are things you like and dislike about Halloween festivals. We'll start with you guys.
Oh.
Are we gonna have to start raising
one at a
hands
time,
again? Is that
please.
what's going on?
We're trying our best not to cut each other off.
Sorry.
It's
Go ahead,
still a
Mickie.
practice.
What?
You go.
Oh, what I don't like?
Yeah.
How crowded it gets. Only because it attracts like just random people. Okay, hold on. Everyone is welcome at festivals, okay? But it attracts a lot of people because it's like a Halloween party, and Halloween's a very like festivity. Like it starts off the holidays, so people want to go just to go.
Yeah. What do you like?
The costumes. I love seeing everyone dress up because you'd be surprised on how. Yeah, it's just so funny.
That's true. Nand?
Halloween just sucks.
Oh.
It brings in the worst kind of crowds. Like, granted, I went to like a college town, and everyone was just always like belligerently drunk and got too aggressive. Now imagine that in festivals. You know, like I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, like Halloween festivals suck. I think it's just the nature of Halloween in itself. Like it brings a certain kind of crowd of people who just want to get fucked up and be stupid. I love Halloween, make no mistake on that, but it does suck.
I mean, I think
Hot take.
that's just it's the holiday festivals in general, the ones that just that land on holidays where you're not just getting like the ravers and the plur crowd. You're getting people that want to go and like do something out in the town. I think that also plays a really big part. But no, you're right.
Lots of college kids.
Yeah.
College
100%.
kids for sure.
Yeah.
I could agree to that. I feel like people are there just for that one night, but I think there's also like a beauty to it in the sense of it kind of opens the door to like new people to experience.
You're too far away from your mic.
To experience plur culture or just like the culture in general and EDM music. So I think there's like two sides, but
You're still too far away from your mic.
how do I hear? How do I hear?
I'm sorry. Can we move the fan? It keeps blowing my hair into my face.
Hey, can
Perfect.
someone-
Thank you.
Devin, can you just tilt it more in my direction?
I think what I like
so
about
sorry.
Yeah, right there.
Halloween is
Too much.
the festival activities outside of the festival, like pumpkin patches. That's cute.
love pumpkin
Yeah.
patches.
Sorry, did you say the festival activities outside the festival? You
Yeah.
mean a Halloween activity?
Yeah.
But I love it. I love trick or treating my little brother in my neighborhood because there are like houses that have their own. They throw their own haunted house, and it's like so fun. And then there's like lots of neighbors and kids that like I never see until it's Halloween.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, regarding Halloween festivals, I mean, I pretty much agree with what you said about. I love seeing people dress up. It's always cool to see like what spin people put on their costumes. I like dressing up a lot as well. I would say Halloween's probably my second favorite holiday of the year. But as far as like cons go though for Halloween festivals, I do agree it does get extremely crowded just because a lot of people are looking for things to do, and I would say that Halloween is just one of those holidays during the year that a lot of people, there's just more parties during Halloween time in general because everyone's dressing up, and I can't think of any other holidays aside from maybe like Christmas that have like designated Halloween parties, you know what I mean? So Halloween festivals and New Year's, yeah. But I would say like Halloween festivals it makes sense that there are even twice the amount of people attending than your average festival. So
And I feel like it's going to be even more crowded at Escape this year because Nocturnal was canceled.
yeah,
And so a lot of more people are coming.
that's true.
However, last year was ridiculously overpacked, so I know a lot of people who don't want to go this year.
Yeah, did you guys
Yeah.
see they changed sorry, a little bit off topic, but they changed countdown to one day.
No way.
Yeah,
I
man.
saw that.
I'm gonna be
Stop
honest with you.
it.
I'm
Yeah,
not
they
surprised.
did.
I'm
not
glad
surprised at
they
all.
did that.
I'm not even going. I'm going to the other one.
I wouldn't go with glad or not glad, to be perfectly honest. Like it is what it is. I'm just not surprised.
There's Forever Midnight.
Well,
Oh,
because
I heard
it's
that.
also
Yeah.
like not even close to being like on that, like on the ball drop like day.
Oh,
Like it
yeah.
doesn't welcome in the new year at all.
Honestly,
Wait,
maybe
count-
that could be the reason
Countdown?
why.
Countdown?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
when is
Yeah.
It's on
Countdown?
a Wednesday, Tuesday.
What?
Wait, what?
Wait, what? No,
New Year's itself is on a Tuesday.
Right,
Oh,
right.
okay,
So
okay,
yeah,
okay.
so the actual festival will not be landing on
Is it
countdown.
before or after?
The
It's-
day after.
It's before, I think.
Okay.
before.
Interesting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
even see that part.
Mhm.
In the last couple of years,
Oh.
it just conveniently happened to be on the weekend. That's why it was always okay, and they could do the 2-day thing.
Interesting.
And they were able to do a ball drop every single time. I don't think this time around there's not going to be a ball drop.
That's
Unless they want to
kinda-
fake one. You could fake a
I'm
ball
pretty
drop.
Sure, I'm pretty sure they're gonna fake a ball drop because I remember I don't remember which year, but I remember going to a countdown like 2018. I want to say 2017 maybe, where it didn't. The ball drop was not on the event day.
Ah, that's funny. Well,
Yeah.
you're just counting down to the next day. It's still the
Weird.
same year.
That's kind of funny. Okay, well, reeling it back into the Halloween festivals and stuff, though, what about like the decorations and stuff? Like, what do you guys think about, raves that are themed as like scary? Because a lot of
Spiders.
people are like
I-
on substances and like they're like fucked up and
Spiders.
stuff like that.
I have a really good story about that too. Escape last year, there was like, well, one for the feeding grounds, which looked like just a bunch of spider webs and then just giant spiders. I have arachnophobia. I have a big fear of spiders. So being in there like the entire time made me super uncomfortable.
I'm surprised you even went to that stage.
Dude, it was the base stage. Like it was like all of the artists that I enjoyed were at that stage. So I just had to kind of like suck it up.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just wouldn't even. I would like try to look at the screen, but like not look upwards. Because if I looked up, you would just see a bunch of spiders.
I have a question.
What?
If you were in the mosh pit and you weren't looking, and then all of a sudden, all around you, everyone was in giant spider costumes,
I would probably cry, break down on the floor and cry.
you
Yeah.
wouldn't continue moshing and just like start swinging.
I think I'd run. Which leads me back to the story of there's on the lampposts there's hanging spiders, and just every so often they would drop down. I remember just walking through with my Rave fam, and one of them dropped down right in front of me, and I just started booking it.
Wait, they would drop down?
Yeah,
Like-
so they were hanging
like
spider.
automated?
they're mechanical.
Oh.
So they were hanging spider pops, and one of them like dropped down on me, and I like broke down and cried.
Oh.
I really hope no one saw that. It was it was embarrassing.
Well, now they know.
Fuck yeah.
You're like Ron Weasley from Harry Potter,
Oh, no,
I'm
no,
actually
no.
a cop. I'm
it's-
not dressed like
Should have given you the Harry Potter costume.
that. Could have worked.
What were you saying?
I forgot already.
Story of my life.
But yeah, no. I don't think it's cool. I mean, I think it's great that we're doing the whole like festival props and like everything looks all themed. But the scary stuff, I don't necessarily think we need it. Could send someone down a spiral.
That's
someone
very
as in-
true.
That's true. Yeah, I guess it depends. I mean, this kind of like goes into what people are doing at festivals, I guess, because I feel like it definitely depends on what you're doing. Like if you're doing some sort of psychedelic or whatever, I could very easily see someone spiraling like in
Yeah.
that. But if I feel like if you're doing like anything else or like drinking or whatever, I feel like you're not really gonna be scared as much, or you're gonna kind of just be like, "Whoa, that looks trippy," and then that'll be pretty much it. But I don't feel like you'll get into like a spiral or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I spiral from seeing clowns when I'm sober, so
Me too. I
Unless you
hate
have a phobia,
clowns.
like a major phobia of something.
I
yeah.
think this is the perfect time to share a pashmina thought that I have because I haven't done a pashmina thought in a long time. So my thoughts
Yes.
are thinking right now.
Pashmina
Well, it's been a while.
I know.
If you guys are
It's
an
been over a
OG
year.
viewer, you remember Pashmina Thoughts.
She's back. My pashmina thought is you do not need substances to have a good time at a rave.
100%.
Even if your friends are partaking, you don't need to, and you don't need to feel like you have to. And I'm not shaming those who do because I've had my time. But you could also have
Back in
just
my day.
back in my day. I've been raving for 7 years, but now I feel like I'm able to actually just experience the festival and immerse myself a little bit more. And yeah, you don't need substances.
Yeah, I very much agree with that. I've been taking a break from a lot of stuff, and yeah, I feel like it's good to do that every so often anyway, even if it's not like if you're not like doing it permanently. I don't think that like there's any one way to like, live in terms of going to festivals and doing stuff. You guys do what you want to do. Obviously, just be responsible, be safe, carry your Narcan, test your stuff, all that. But I would say that like you can still find a way to have fun even if you're not on stuff. And if you genuinely go for the music and you're not just going to get fucked up like a lot of people do, then I would say that you're not going to really have that much of a problem actually enjoying the festival for what it is.
Yeah. And I remember, because I haven't taken anything since like years, 2019. So I've been going sober to festivals. At first, it was really, really hard for me, but I knew that for myself, I needed to stop because it wasn't healthy for my mind and my body. But I'm not going to judge here and say like, you have to like not do anything. I'm just saying like, do it for you in a way. But if you do choose to, please test your stuff, carry Narcan, and just seek help at the festival, like ground control or
and
the med
overdose
tent
booth.
and overdose. They're there to help you. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And you're sober off of everything but your one beatbox, right? Is that what you meant?
Yeah, I literally am good with one beatbox, then I'm good for the whole night.
Yeah, dude.
And if you don't want
I've
to
seen
drink,
it.
you could drink pre-workout. I know like it's caffeine, it's technically a drug, but I mean, again with moderation, it will actually give you, energy.
Yeah, it's something, like it's not going to
Sometimes
do
I would
nothing.
just get a Red Bull and like
Yeah.
I'm good for the night.
Yeah, so there's other alternatives, I think it's like actually kind of funny to like be creative about it, It's like,
And don't feel pressured. Like if your Rave family is doing it and like you decide not to, like don't ever feel pressured to do it just because everyone else is.
Yeah, if someone's pressuring you to do substances, those are the wrong people that you are around. I'm sorry, but no one should be pushing you to do something that you aren't comfortable with doing.
yeah. And on that note, respect your squad mates that do
part of
decide
Blur.
to be sober. Respect them. So
Yeah, music in itself too. Like it actually boosts,
Yeah.
like your energy and adrenaline, releasing dopamine. So it's like that's all you need.
Yeah, if you're really there for the music itself feels like a drug.
That's true. Well, on that note too of just like Halloween festivals, and we were talking earlier about how Escape is going to be so crowded. I think another like problem that comes up a lot are people getting lost at festivals. So what are some things that you guys do to prevent that from happening or prevent your squad mates from getting lost?
Meetup spots. What else?
Okay. What about when they don't stick to them?
Put an air tag.
Air
in,
tag?
in their purse.
Just do it all your squad mates without knowing. Just place it in their like pocket or hood.
I know
They're
that
like, where did this come from?
with the new iOS update for Apple, iOS 18, it's only available for iPhones 14 and over. You're able to send text messages through satellites now. So if you don't, so if you don't have Wi-Fi or cellular data, you can now find your Rave fam at the festival without worrying.
That's going to be a game changer. But what if the satellite gets overwhelmed by all
What
the
if it, like,
people?
just explodes?
I was gonna say because I used the satellite RCS texting when I was at Same But Different this weekend.
Oh, really?
It kind of worked. It kind of didn't. It was like a couple text messages would get through here and there, but it was still like kind of spotty, like
That sounds-
how it usually is for
That
festivals.
sounds like how it usually is.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
I don't know. I don't know how useful that's going to be moving forward, but it's definitely like a step in the right direction
Yeah.
instead
Yeah.
of your text messages not going through at all.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well,
One suggestion I have is this company I've been working with called Totem Labs. Doesn't use
Dope,
like
by the way.
doesn't use like cell signal, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, any of that stuff. So it's like they do the I don't know the science behind it or the tech behind it, but it can help you find your friends. You don't need to use your phone for it.
Yeah, there's those have been coming up lately, so it's good to see. It's good. We need more of those.
I think it's kind of sad that we need them so badly now, though, because it means things are getting so overcrowded that we need them. You know what I mean? Like the insane amount of people at all of these things.
Yeah, but I mean, if you think about it, also like I think it's good because it's like causing innovation. In a way,
For sure. But I just think about like some of the festivals I've been to recently that aren't oversold, and I have perfect cell signal.
Yeah, that's true.
That is.
And that's nice when you have that.
It is nice.
Yeah.
Hard Summer. Hard Summer was like good signal.
Hard Summer was good signal.
Hard Summer was great.
Also, I was gonna say a note on the meetup spots. By the way, I'm obviously like you should try to have like a screenshot of the festival map saved onto your phone. I know a lot of people put it as like their wallpaper or their screensaver for their phone so that they don't forget. But also on that note, when you are waiting for friends at a meetup spot, I would say pick meetup spots that are like close to sets you know are going to be at and like mutually. So like if you have friends that are going to be at this stage and you know you're going to be at a different stage, pick a meetup spot either in between or close to one of the stages. Maybe let's say that those friends are going to come over to your stage later for a different artist. Pick a meetup spot like slightly outside of the stage that isn't going to be super hard to get to. And then I would say that like a good practice is waiting about 10 to 15 minutes for your friends. If they don't make it by that time, then you head in, but you can still let them know like about where you're going to be. So it takes a little bit more planning ahead, but I would say these are like good practices to have so that you can still, you know, meet up with your friends and stuff. I know a lot of people like to be with their friends during sets, so.
Can I just say it's the best feeling when like you can't find your friend the entire festival. Like, okay, like he's probably out doing his thing. And then at the end of the festival, you just see him or her appear like in a crowd and then they come towards you like nothing happened.
Oh, I have a funny ass story about that actually. So
Oh wait, I just thought of another tip. I am so sorry.
Oh yeah, go.
When I went to EDC, I couldn't find something and I went to the info booth. And yeah, so if you ever get lost and you're trying to find like a specific place in the festival, go to the info booth because they will tell you where it is. And even then, they would also give you like a pamphlet with the map on it. So you would have a physical copy of it.
Oh yeah, that's useful. Hell yeah. Yeah, so a quick funny story from Countdown like in 2015 or 2016. One of my friends, Sam, left his sweatshirt in the Uber when we like got to the venue, right? And I guess this was like a sweatshirt that meant a lot to him. So he was like, I'll be right back, guys. Like I gotta go get the sweatshirt. Before we got to the venue, he had drinking almost an entire fifth of New Amsterdam. And it was like just hitting him. So like,
oh, no.
He's like, guys, I gotta get the sweatshirt. So he goes to find the Uber. I guess he finds the Uber. I'm like, okay, how are we gonna meet you? He's like, I don't know. I'll see you guys later. Of course. So we go into the festival. We're texting him. We can't find him. Like halfway through the festival, we're just walking to the other stage. This is back when Countdown were just the two stages. So it wasn't as hard to find people, but like still pretty crowded. And we're going to one of the other stages and we just see Sam by himself just walking around like super drunk. We're like, Sam. And he looks over and he's just like, hey guys. And it's like runs over.
That's the best.
And then he spent the rest of the night with us. So
Did he end up getting a sweater?
He did.
Hell yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Go Sam.
Yeah. Good job,
Shout out Sam.
Good job.
Good job, Sam.
Yeah. So yeah, those moments are the best. They really are.
Yeah.
I guess we could talk a little bit about kind of like the two-sided battle we see happening online with sober raving, because I mean we were talking about it a little bit earlier as well, just in terms of, you know, people first off getting upset that sober ravers will shame people who do substances at festivals, and then people who do substances at festivals will also they'll also shame sober ravers.
Yeah,
and the battle continues.
I've seen a lot of that, a lot in comment sections that there are like, you know, people who make videos saying it's okay to rave sober, you don't have to take substances, and then I see on their comment section, you're lame, why aren't you doing it?
Mm-hmm.
You're whack, or some stuff like that.
Yeah. So I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on this? Because I feel like, at least I think the way I feel about it is, I definitely think that, you know, everyone should be allowed to do whatever they want to do as long as they're not interfering with someone else's experience, and as long as you are being responsible for yourself and you're doing things responsibly. But aside from that, I think whether you decide to go sober or whether you decide to do substances, you know, that's up to you. Like, you're an adult. You have the capability of deciding your life for yourself. Just know the consequences and the things that come from that. But as long as you are responsible, then I think it's okay.
Yeah, I think first and foremost, if you are partaking in any substances, you shouldn't be shamed for it, you know, and everyone's gonna do what they want to do regardless, because you have free will and you're a human being. But
Hey.
yeah, but you're not. But you should. No one should be doing any shaming towards people that are going to be doing substances, or if you are going to go sober. We're all there for the same reason, which is to enjoy what is this lifestyle that we call, you know, going to festivals.
Yeah, it should be for the music.
Right, absolutely. But I think if you're talking specifically towards like social media wise, there's also the point where you shouldn't be broadcasting that you are doing these, you know, doing
I
these
100%
substances.
agree.
And that is also why I think a lot of people do get upset, is because you'll get some people that are broadcasting this, and it's a bad look coming on from the outside of people that aren't in this community. And if they see that, they're like, okay, well, everything that I've seen from this festival or this event is just a bunch of people on drugs. It looks bad on us.
Yeah,
it
it just
really
strengthens
does.
the stigma that all ravers take substances, when like in all actuality, you know, that's not the whole community. It's
Yeah.
it's just a lot of things that people use to enhance their experience, but it's not everything. And I also think the shame, a lot of it is just in social media, because like the people are behind a screen, right?
Yeah.
And they're just like that. A lot of people use social media as a way to just project, on both sides are like getting mad at each other. Even people who are sober, like when I make my videos on using caffeine pre-workout to sober rave, the sober ravers are like, that you're not being sober. I rave actually with no stimulants. Like that's the best way to rave. And it's like, there's no best or wrong way to rave here.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about just like listening to the music.
Mm-hmm. And
I think it also has to do with just the rave community as a whole too, because I'll say this: I could post videos of me being drunk at a bar, no one's gonna bat an eye.
Yeah.
No one's gonna bat a single eye. And I think, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna go do substances and then post them on my social media, because I don't want to glorify the usage. And like I've practiced how to do these things safely. I don't know if the person I'm presenting it to can do it safely or knows how to do it safely, and I don't want that responsibility on me. But it does have to do with the you know, I think the festival community being extra cautious and extra caring, sometimes too overly protective to an extent, because I guarantee you there's definitely been people who, like, I posted a video that implies the usage of substances, so that I can then do a storyline or like some kind of like skit about how to take care of someone who is, you know, on substances, and I get shat on for it. And they're just like being overly protective, trying to like act like, oh yeah, you shouldn't be showing this at all. I'm like, I'm not going to pretend there isn't the underbelly of, you know, substance use at festivals.
Yeah, so I'm in full agreement with you there. And as someone that's gotten a lot of flack before from the videos that I have made, mainly ones that are comedic with implied substance use, I mean, the way that I've always seen it is, you know, and this is just how I view my content in general, is I view my content as almost like a sort of, not catalog, but like a recounting of experiences in a funny way, like in a like with a funny twist onto it, right? And so that's always been my goal with my content. It's never been to glorify drug use. It's never been for any of those reasons. I do understand why a lot of people get upset about it. However, I think because my view has always been transparency and, you know, just keeping it real, like that's the best way I like to describe it. I just have never really let that like hinder the kind of content that I make. But I do think there's definitely a line. I think there's definitely a line, no pun intended, there's definitely a line that you shouldn't cross where it's like, I think to a certain degree how much you're portraying the substance use or whatever. I think if it's done in with class and in comedy, I think that people should take it as such, but I don't think people should view the content itself as like, oh wow, this is like something I should go and try right now. Like at the end of the day, like they're just my experiences. Like they're my past experiences. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm not telling you don't do it. This is just something that like happened to me. It was funny, you know?
What I also don't like on social media is people either recording themselves or recording other people on substances.
yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah. No, big
I
no.
personally don't think that should be online. That's something you should experience on your own. It shouldn't be like, remember that the internet is a digital footprint.
Yeah.
Even if you delete it, it's still going to be there. So
for kind of a lack of a better term, that's a very vulnerable state to be in. So to have someone come record you when you're in that like very vulnerable state, not cool.
And if you're looking for, jobs, there's a risk that your job can find it.
It's true.
So you just need to be careful out there.
And half the time, these substances are illegal. So
Yeah.
Yes.
Not to mention that part.
Like-
It's pretty important, actually.
Very important.
Wait, they're illegal? I got drunk with my boss the other day. What do you mean?
Okay, that's different.
But just be careful out there. If you want to find a job, especially in this economy, I'm just saying, you need to be careful. Internet, digital footprint.
In this economy, you can't even get a job. What you mean?
Or you can make raving your job.
No, don't. I don't recommend doing that.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
But what do you mean you don't recommend doing it? We literally work in the scene. When I say make raving your job, is raving would be a part of your job. Like you would.
You delivered. That's a completely different statement. Your first statement was completely inaccurate. Then
if you take it that way, but you could just.
That's not what I don't. I think you're misinterpreting what I meant too. I just mean like specifically what we do.
Yeah,
and our livelihoods.
I mean, we're struggling kind of still.
Anyways,
changing topics.
But yeah, so I think overall, just let people do what they do.
Be careful out there.
And yeah, I mean, I think it's good to like, you can give suggestions or whatever, as long as it's done in a positive way. But don't shame anyone for doing something or not doing something.
For all we know, people are going to take this the wrong way.
Maybe they will, maybe they won't.
Hey, you're human. Do what the fuck you want to do.
Just
in moderation.
Just be careful, please.
Yes.
Work hard, play harder, but play safe.
Yes. Play safe. Emphasis on the play safe.
Right, Dr. Nand.
Plur.
Rave doctor.
Rave doctor. So switching gears a little bit, what EDM DJs have you guys been like seeing all over social media and kind of like, I don't know, I guess the word would be like simp?
Well, we put out a poll for this.
Shall we look at the answers?
Oh, yeah,
did I look at the
answers?
I'm sorry, I did not see this poll.
I
saw a different one.
I saw like the most biggest and obvious answer. A lot of people said John Summit.
Yeah.
Wait, are we talking about like
what
most attractive DJs?
Like they simp over.
Like people simping over DJs.
So people put John Summit, Sarah Landry.
Laundry?
Landry?
Landry.
Oh, Landry, my bad.
Dom Dalla. I saw Dom Dalla a lot.
Sarah does laundry.
Mal P.
Mal P. Mal P
Oh
is
yeah,
a big one too.
I have been seeing Mal P.
Yeah, he's pretty cute. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think a big reason why people simp over DJs is just two things. One, kind of just being an attractive person overall. Like John Summit's he's pretty hot. He's like,
Someone said Wonderli.
I feel like he's just charismatic.
Wonderli.
Yeah, you DJ now?
Wait, what?
You DJ now?
No, I don't know why someone put me out
They're
there.
sipping over you.
I'm so confused.
But I think another thing is also being kind of talented in your craft. I think talent is very attractive as well.
And energy. These people
100.
have a lot of energy when they're on stage. So a lot of people can feel the energy, and when they feel more connected to you because of the energy, you're more likable.
Specifically with the word simp too, I feel like it's anyone who has like a very wholesome energy, like as an artist, where they like wholesome, and they just give this energy of like including everyone. It makes people simp for them for sure.
Or just like raw energy.
I think I think it could be interpreted in a couple different ways.
That's how I'm interpreting it.
Well, because I feel like also like DJs that stay out of trouble, but then are also considered like, I don't know, bad boys too, like could also be put into that category a little bit. I don't know. I mean, not that John Summit's in that category, but like he's very charismatic and has a very like, I don't really give a fuck, like
it's
kind of
raw energy, like pure authentic. He's being himself.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I keep thinking back to that video where the girl tried to like take the fucking
tequila
bottle from him, and he's like, "What are you doing?" Like,
I thought you were gonna talk about the Paris one where the girl's showing like an Eiffel Tower with John Summit and Dom Dalla. Yeah.
Oh, that was another one I saw on there too. Dom Dalla was another one I saw on there.
That's funny.
Yeah. But and then I think there was some girl ones.
Was it 'cause they were in
Lucy
France?
was on there.
Lucy was on
They
there.
weren't
Oh,
France.
Cray.
Is
Cray.
because they were in France?
Does
Is that why?
Cray still
I
DJ?
I don't think they were in France at all.
I don't know.
I don't think she DJs anymore.
I'm not too sure, but I saw her
Cray?
post. She posted recently, and great post.
Yeah.
You look great.
I see a couple Millenniums on here.
Go Nick.
Yeah, a couple.
His 1-year anniversary with his wife was the other day.
It
Oh,
Fun
was.
I see
Jana.
I see Knock 2,
Let's go.
Griffin,
Lays.
Calvin Harris.
Level Up.
Mm-hmm.
Zingara.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Martin Garrix.
I honestly,
Dimension.
I would say all the girls that were mentioned, none of them are like really my type. But
Hater.
no, but they're attractive. But they're just not my type, so I can't say that I agree. But I'm not disagreeing. I just can't say that. I
Because none
fully
of them are
agree.
Latina.
Which DJs have the most attractive personality?
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good. That's a good one. I
Okay.
like that.
I
But
would
like when you
say
see them.
Martin Garrix. Because I love the way that he interacts with his fans.
Mhm.
He's like very like he always makes sure like after every show he would go to his fans and like take pictures
Yeah.
and does conversations with them.
Attractive personality. The thing is like I can't say it for like a lot of girl DJs, but I can say it for guy DJs that I think would fit under that same like category.
I have the same.
I think
statement.
Zed is under that category for sure. Like the dude is
Yeah.
always having a great time. He's always so nice and like down to earth, very humble.
If we use the term like attractive personalities instead of the word simp, then yeah, I could agree with that
There
as
you go.
well. Because I'm also thinking about like, sorry to bring Sanholo up again, but so fun fact, I'm music industry. I was an AD, music video.
Mm-hmm.
He went and learned every single person on set's name. I'm talking crew members, PAs, grips, everybody, and that's like
Yeah.
super super sweet. People don't do that. That's not a thing.
Yeah.
So to have him choose to do that, that's a very like
Yeah.
sweet soul, and that's a very attractive thing.
Yeah, he's like the polar opposite of Nicki Minaj. You know.
Oh god, we're not gonna talk about that.
I like Headaches because of the energy he brings to the stage. So like his stage presence, honestly, just makes me want to just see more of his sets, and it makes it just an attractive set to go to and listen to his music.
That makes me think of Timmy Trumpet. That definitely makes me think of Timmy Trumpet. He has that energy on stage.
Yeah.
On stage.
Yeah,
that
I
just
love
makes
raw
me want to go
energy.
see.
Yeah, on set when he's directing.
This
his
is a random this is a random fact, but I've never seen Timmy Trumpet without his sunglasses.
I have
What does his eyes look like, Nand?
like eyes.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
I think Tiesto too. Tiesto has a very attractive personality because
with his dance moves.
no, wait, no,
Tiesto has such an attractive personality because he's just like, I'm just out on top of the world.
Yeah, and he also
He's so confident.
and he collabs with just a bunch of other artists and helps bring
Yeah.
them on top of the
That
world.
is cool, yeah.
You know, like that's great.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Jesse's personality is great.
I was just about to say, yeah,
Jesse?
Subtronics has
yeah.
some of
Mhm.
the best like charisma, and you can feel it like
Yeah.
at this. I
That
saw him
part.
at Lost Lands, and like I think the way that he ends his shows is also really really cool. How he just preaches like be nice to each other, love everyone. Like it's yeah.
There's
Yeah,
a reason
he's
why
really
there's a
nice.
pick
Cyclops
up trash, clean the
Yeah.
festival, and then smoke a hell of a lot of weed.
Except at Lost Lands, he actually said because they had a fire ban.
Oh yeah.
So he was like, "Don't smoke any fucking weed. Just vape it." He was like, "Vape the weed." He was like, "Vape the weed."
Yeah.
Everyone stay safe.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's a reason why he has a Cyclops army. Like people are a part of an army, and they call themselves Cyclops. Like there is a reason. Like you build that community when like you have this like raw, natural, authentic energy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there was one point where he was performing. He was playing, and I guess he messed up one bit, but he was like, and I think everyone was able to hear it, but he fixed it, and he just went on the mic. He was like, "Great, I fixed it," and then he just kept going.
That's awesome.
It was really cool.
That sounds like that reminds me of is Ray Volpe.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when we had him on and he was talking about that. It's another one I think is pretty authentic on stage. Let us know
Yeah.
who you guys think, or if you agree with any of those, because I'm not really doing that. I'm not really doing that in that department. So,
But switching gears a little bit. I mean, touching base on still DJs. Did you hear that Illenium's dog Peanut passed away?
I did.
Yeah.
I heard. Rest in peace to the
I
boy.
was so heartbroken when I saw that she passed away.
Peanut was so small.
She was so
And young.
small. She was a little peanut.
I'm not familiar with Illenium's doggo.
You gonna pull up a
Never
picture?
mind.
Yes.
I do like Lenium though. I love Lenium. Lenium has very nice music.
So this is Peanut.
Oh.
She's a little weenie. She passed away. So sad.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
I miss my dog.
You had a
Too.
dog?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Until I was 24, 25, he died.
Miss my dog too. This is
Yeah.
the reason why I got this tattoo is because of her.
What's that tattoo?
Sunflower.
Hmm.
Because literally the day after she passed away, the song Sunflower by Post Malone
Oh
kept
yeah,
playing.
yeah. You told.
Aw.
I think
Yeah.
you mentioned this before.
So yeah.
Oh.
Have you guys heard the theory that people's pets look like them?
Yes.
That's not a theory. That's fact. That's so real.
Does
is,
my-
That's so
though.
real.
Does my
It is.
dog look like me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Wait, how does that work? How does that work? People
If you just look look on the street at people walking their dogs, and I promise you,
Dog,
they
not
will
cat.
look
Oh.
together.
You know whose
Okay.
dog actually looks like them? Subtronics' dog.
I don't
Let
think
me
I've
see.
seen.
It's with every pet and their owner. If they raise them, they look like them.
It's kind of cool.
You know what? Is it? I wonder if it's because naturally we as humans we gravitate towards like things that like that
Kind of look like
that
us.
like
Yeah.
look like us because we just want like more of it,
Yeah.
and then we pick a dog that.
I'm sure that has something to do with it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I can't remember what it's called, but there's like there's science back behind like you tend to be attracted to familiarity.
yeah.
It's a subconscious thing.
Yeah, it's a subconscious thing.
There you go.
And looking in the mirror at yourself all the time, it's pretty familiar.
Mm.
Right? Yeah. Wait, what if you never had a mirror? Does that mean you'd be attracted to other things?
Or you're from Divergent. You know how there's a Divergent, like in the movie Divergent. There's like you never watched it?
Sorry,
like
just
4
waiting for
different-
Mickie to pull up this
Well, in
picture.
Divergent, well, she picks the
Trying-
picture. There's 4 different sections, and one section in Divergent, basically looking in the mirror is like uncalled for. And
I know exactly
Yeah.
what you're talking about. I forgot the name right now.
Yeah, okay,
but I know
okay,
exactly-
okay.
It was 5, right? It's 5.
Yeah, it does kind of look
It's
like
fine.
them.
His dog looks
I think
like
you meant
him.
4 because
think
there's
it's
a
the
guy
hair.
named
It's a
4.
combination.
Oh.
It's a combination
And
of
he was
him
only
and
like
Level
4
Up.
out of the
I
5.
feel like it's like the
Okay.
hair.
Yeah.
You know,
I think
the hair
I
like.
got you there.
okay.
Yeah. So
I think the hair
Their dog
being
looks like a
long
mixture
kind of
of
does
them.
it also.
That's funny. That's funny.
I think if
Yeah.
in that case, in that regard, if Devin were to get a dog, it'd be a poodle.
oh,
No, I
gotta be a poodle.
I wouldn't get a poodle.
No?
I would
Yeah,
get
that's
a, I would
so
get a
Subtronics,
Pomeranian.
bro.
Why does that make sense?
Yeah,
Or a
see, it
Shiba.
makes sense.
A Shiba.
Yeah,
I would
makes
get a
sense.
Shiba or a
I'm gonna be honest with
Pomeranian.
you, a Pomeranian makes more sense with you.
Yeah.
I would get a
And
pit bull.
needs to be constantly fluffy.
Mine's a mutt like me.
What does that mean?
I don't know what his breed is. He was adopted.
So we don't
he
know
was
what
in
your
a-
breed is.
I have a lot of random blood in me.
I thought you
Do
were.
you?
I'm not full
I thought-
Filipino.
No?
Wait.
What else are you?
Yeah.
Taiwanese, Spanish. What else am I? I'm other things.
I can. I believe the Spanish part, but because but Taiwanese. It's the
I
eyes.
could see
I
that
can
like
see
a
it a
little.
little.
My great
little
grandfather was Irish. I'm also part Irish.
Wow.
bit.
That's
Isn't
surprising.
like everyone part Irish or something?
My great grandfather was
Where did-
my
where'd you
great
hear
grandfather
that?
was actually Irish.
I don't know.
Where'd
It's
you hear
something
this?
I heard a long time ago in high school or something.
I don't think that's fact.
Yeah, it might not be. It
I'm
might
gonna
not
ask
be.
Siri real quick. Hey, is everyone Irish? Hey
Or
Siri.
ask ChatGPT.
Dude, ChatGPT has been my Google. I don't use Google anymore.
ChatGPT honestly sometimes sets you up for failure. I don't use it anymore because it's giving me the wrong facts, and I don't trust her anymore.
It's more like a tool. I wouldn't say it was like.
That's why you got to fact check. It's
Yeah.
just making
Yeah.
sure you
Yeah.
fact check.
Because you gotta fact check things on Google too. You know.
That's true. You can't just go to Wikipedia and like
Does he look like me?
hope for the best.
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see
It's
Yeah,
the
he
nose.
does,
It's
yeah.
the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also the fact that like he just looks really timid, you know? Which like, no offense, you kind of look very timid.
We found each other. That is all that matters.
I'm trying to imagine what
Okay.
kind of dogs you guys would have.
Either a pit bull or a cat. The cat would be my first choice. If I were to get a dog, it would be when I have a house.
I think you get like a ragdoll cat.
No.
Or a
What-
tubby.
what is a
wanna-
ragdoll
A
cat?
ragdoll cat?
What's a ragdoll cat?
What's that?
You've never seen a ragdoll cat?
No.
Oh my god.
I would want an orange cat.
That would make a lot of sense, actually.
That would
I
make
think that would fit your
Like
personality.
Garfield?
No, like a cute little orange cat.
Because
I'm not gonna overfeed my
orange
cat.
cats are known to be like kind of like unpredictable in a way. Like they, yeah, and like a little chaotic.
Mm.
Yeah.
Doesn't Jesse have an orange cat?
Yeah.
Snuggles. What was it? Is it Snuggle?
This is a
what's the-
ragdoll cat.
Orange cat.
Or
Oh,
that
that's
one.
cute.
That's
Maybe.
black, gray cat.
Yeah.
Great cat.
There's gray cat and there's Snuggles.
Snuggles.
Yeah.
My cat is going to eat Irwan food.
What a bougie ass
course.
cat.
That's why I need to wait to get a cat because I can't afford
can't afford
it.
Irwan right now.
You're basically gonna have a kid
Yeah.
with
I wanna
those
get
prices.
Wow.
Yeah, I
What
want
are
to
we
get.
talking about?
We were just talking about pets.
Oh yeah.
We
and how
went-
they look like their owners.
We
I'd get a
segued
pit
from
bull.
simping over DJs to
yeah.
pets.
How did we get here?
I mean, it's kind of the same thing, you know, simping over DJ, simping over my future pet. Like, it's something I look forward to.
Mm.
You know what? Your cat does look like you.
Burger?
Yeah.
Oh,
see it.
kind of actually.
100%.
That makes so much sense now.
Meow, meow, bitch.
I'd say they have different personalities though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Burger's too chill
Yeah,
to
I'm
be
not chill like
Nand.
that. I'm not chill like that.
No.
She's the chill that you need.
Or maybe you
Aw.
guys balance each other out.
Yeah, no, that's 100%.
Totally
It's
balance
each other
100%. Yeah.
I want a pit bull, though.
Oh
Wait,
yeah.
why are we the same?
I've always wanted a pit bull.
Our first choice would be cats. But then if we were to
Oh,
get a
Burger
dog.
was not my first choice.
Oh, no?
Mm.
Oh, you wanted to have a dog at first.
I've always wanted a dog, but
Oh.
then I adopted Burger when my dad passed away just because, like, I wanted a pet. And then, like, I told myself, I'm not going to keep this cat for that long. I'm going to, like, until she can find a new home. And then, like, 6 months in, I was like, nah, she's mine forever now.
I feel that.
Burger's
so
the
sweet.
chillest cat ever. If you guys don't already know, which if you guys follow Nand's content, you'll see Burger, but she is honestly one of the
It's
coolest,
a very
coolest
old,
cats.
old fat cat. And she is the sweetest,
She is the
sweetest cat I have ever,
Yeah,
ever seen.
I don't like many cats. I don't like cats in general, to be honest, but I like Burger a lot.
You don't like cats?
No.
Red flag.
Huge.
We're gonna
Not
get
that
a,
I
Red
don't.
flag.
Okay, not that
Red
I don't
flag.
like them. I just don't prefer them over dogs. I'm a dog
Okay,
person.
that's
Like
different.
through and through,
Same,
I'm a dog
same,
person.
but different.
I was a dog person until I got Burger.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cats are softer.
We're getting another cat. Well, once we move into our new place, we're gonna get another one.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yay.
Yeah. Because younger cats will prolong the life of older cats because
Oh, really?
of companionship. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
They basically like keeps them young.
It's really common.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're gonna name him Fry.
Burger.
Hopefully they don't fight.
No.
Oh
Yeah.
my
So there's
God.
already a couple stipulations into getting another cat. One has to be a boy because apparently Burger doesn't get along with
She does
female
not
cats.
get. And apparently that's really common for a lot of pets too.
Interesting.
It's just like they don't get along with their own gender for some reason. Territorial.
Yeah.
They're territorial.
Yeah. I was gonna say
Oh.
that.
Yeah.
So
And then-
Burger does not get along with any other female animal. Period.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. And then
Interesting.
I want to be able to raise a cat as a youngling first.
What kind of
you know?
cat?
Oh.
TBD.
Whatever
Uh,
you find at the shelter.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we're adopting soon. We're gonna
Oh,
be
yeah.
we're gonna be
Cute.
cat parenting. We're gonna share a child together,
Yeah.
man.
Wow.
And then
Are you guys ready for that?
Yeah.
I'll be honest too.
Yeah.
I think
Are
it's
you ready to take
also
the next step?
I think
it's also
so.
like since we travel a lot, Burger being by herself all the time,
Oh.
I get I ain't
Oh
gonna lie
yeah.
to you.
Yeah. You're right.
I get stressed. I get very stressed. Like I have automated food, litter, water, all that stuff, but it's more about like interaction. Like imagine
She's
sitting in a
not-
room
She wants
all
human
day, every day.
interaction.
Not necessarily human, but like
just companionship.
yeah,
in
some
general.
form of companionship.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be good for her.
Oh, Burger.
It's okay. We should bring her to the
I miss
studio.
my dog now. Okay.
I'm thinking about getting that spaceship backpack where it has the window. Yeah.
Does she do good on car rides?
Yeah. When's the last time you took her on a car ride?
Not in a while. But like she'll like do she'll like you know her whiny meow
Yeah.
where it sounds like she's dying.
Yeah. She
she'll-
sounds like she's saying no.
Yeah, no, like it's a yodel. It's like,
Yeah, she's so cute.
she's usually like that at the beginning of a car ride because she's confused.
Yeah.
Because I have not taken her outside very much ever since I first adopted her because I wanted her to be a house cat. I did not realize. You know what? rephrase. I was in college, so I was also hiding her. Technically speaking,
Makes a lot of sense.
I don't think I've actually paid for a pet deposit in my entire life. So I've been continuously hiding her. So like taking her outside would, that would fuck me. They'd find out so fast.
Yeah, I mean, like
one of our neighbors does walk their cat though.
Yeah, I was about to say you could train your cat.
You can walk your cat.
You can walk your cat.
But you have to train them first to get them used to
kitten.
the outside.
I see.
Interesting.
Yeah, we're
get
here.
it. Boom,
We're in the
boom. Go
studio.
get
We're about to promote. Boom, boom. Here you go.
Is that how we're starting this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the
yeah.
whole thing. That's it.
That's it.
That's the whole thing.
Okay. Cool. Hey, and back to the episode.
Someone, I'm always the one doing it. One of you guys take
but you
it.
do
No,
it
I was,
the-
I was being, I was
We
being
just
so
did it.
serious.
You do it
just
the best.
did it.
I was being so serious. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
that was
it.
Okay. Here. Why
You
don't
don't
we?
like my freestyle?
Go check out a Boom Boom.
Why do
please.
you always gotta like make it the way you want it to be?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
All I
I think
said
it should
was
be
go
that.
check one out.
Here,
No, that should be it.
all right, let's do it right now. Bryn, you're gonna freestyle doing it. Are you ready?
I already
And-
did it, but okay, I'll try to do it
Right?
now. I'll try to do it again. Yeah. We're in the studio. We got the boom boom. Here, take one. Put it up your nose and sniff, sniff, sniff. Got essential oils. Yeah. Helps with congestion and nausea. Yeah.
Whoa.
Get one. Boom boom.
It's almost like a haiku. It's almost like a. Did that have 7 syllables in it?
That was pretty good.
So good.
Hey, good job, Bryn.
Thank you. That's my hidden talent. Low key.
Bryn, what's your rapper name?
Wavybrin?
Wavy Bryn.
Brin.
Lil Wavy.
You know, Young Wavy.
Young Wavy.
None of it rhymed, but the flow was so good that I forgot about it.
It's all
Hey,
about the flow.
imagine it was like a haiku, whatever. Okay.
That's what I said. I was like, is a haiku? Are there 7 syllables in that?
Did you say haiku?
Haiku.
It's
That-
haiku.
isn't that- that's
Haiku,
the-
sorry.
That's the
Haiku.
volleyball anime.
Haiku.
Okay.
Haiku.
Anyway.
All right. So we asked some questions on our Patreon. By the way, if you didn't know, we have a Patreon. If you're looking for ways to support us, we offer priority Q&A on the Patreon. So we'll put up questions on the Patreon or just ask what you guys want to hear generally from us, and they're guaranteed to get asked in every episode. So some of the topics we have here. Let me just pull them up. Can we get another freestyle going while I'm...
He's looking through his phone, taking too long. Yeah, I gotta go. I'm hungry. I kind of want to go to Ear One, but hey, I'm dressed as Dorothy. I kind of care what about people think. Yeah, that's my flaw, but I'm gonna go to Ear One and challenge myself today.
Nice. Perfect. All right. Okay, so we got a question from... let's see, from Lauren, that asks, do you guys have any ghost/spirit stories at a rave or otherwise? Do you believe in ghosts personally?
Yes.
Yes, I do believe, but if I have a ghost story, I'm scared of ghosts. Sorry. I do not have a ghost story. But I do believe in ghosts.
The answer is yes.
Uh-huh.
I have a ghost story. It's not my ghost story. It is one that was told to me, and it freaked me the fuck out because I think it was true. It was my buddy Andrew back in high school. He told me the story in high school, but this is when he was like in like elementary, middle school. Something about going to a church with his family. Grandmother, I believe, passed away. It was her funeral. Everyone was like super sad. And Andrew just didn't seem bothered, like in the slightest. And he was just like, "Grandma's right there. What are you guys talking about?" And Grandma was obviously not in the room. So everyone's like looking over there, like, what are you talking about?
How old was Andrew?
He was like in middle school.
Oh.
Middle school or elementary, late elementary or middle school. Right,
Okay.
10. He was 12. 10.
Okay.
I don't know. But yeah, basically he was just looking toward the doorway, and he just said that, and his mom was confused, like, "What do you mean? Like, no one's there?" And then he's just like, "Grandma says it's time for her to go." And then everyone felt like a chill, and then they all looked like, "Where's Grandma now?" And he points toward the door again, and then it slammed shut.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
That just gave me chills.
Yeah, that's a little scary.
I think I not in like a scary kind of way. I think that was just grandma like leaving.
Yeah.
It was her time to go on, and that's kind of how the way I look at it too. Is just like I don't focus too much on the scary side of it. Like at the end of the day, it's like I want to believe that spirits are real anyway, because I don't want to believe that we're all just chemicals in our brain and just physical like little like electrons, neutrons, and
our life is not just physical.
I don't want it to be that. So I
Like
really,
we have spiritual matter.
yes, I really want to believe in that factor. And you know what? Maybe spiritual matter is just electrons, neutrons, protons that we can't see.
Yeah, I mean, I think what is it? Joe Dispenza says something about like physical matter is like the most stable form of matter that we can see, but like this is where quantum physics comes in. There's like a whole other that's why there's like a whole other dimension that we cannot see, because the only thing that our eyes are capable of seeing is physical matter.
Yeah.
So
And the tools that we've invented can only go so far.
Yeah. So I also agree. I think ghosts are real. I think all that stuff is real. In fact, I kind of believe that like if you believe in manifestation, like you kind of have to believe that stuff is real, because again, it implies that there's like a whole other dimension that you can't see. But yeah, I don't have any ghost stories in particular. We apparently have a ghost, in the studio.
I forgot.
And every time I come here and the lights are all off, and usually Jan is also here if she's in an episode. She's like, okay, you need to go in first. And the last time we were leaving the studio, we were out in the back parking lot, which is right behind the studio, and there's like a little shed back there and the door, we were out there getting into our cars and the door just swung open to it. And like,
it wasn't windy?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That just gave me
Well, it
goosebumps.
kept, and there's like just storage in there. And then Jan's like, Devin, we need to go. And I just looked over and I was like, oh, that wasn't open before, was it?
Yeah.
Filipino people, man.
Yeah, I feel like if I were to experience that, it wouldn't scare me. I don't have any experiences with like ghosts, but I do believe that it's possible, because I do believe just like that anything is possible. So it's like, why wouldn't that be possible?
Yeah. I think if you have a strong mind though, I feel like you're less susceptible to like seeing them or having more ghost experiences.
Well, I feel like that's why children are more susceptible to seeing like ghosts and like all that stuff, because I feel like their minds aren't really like matured enough yet.
100%.
So
also like our brains react the same way to things that are real and the same way to things that aren't real.
Yeah, your
like,
subconscious.
No, like the same firing chemicals happen when we actually think of something that's real versus thinking of something that's not real. So
That's how we sometimes can like create fake thoughts or fake
Yeah,
memories.
that's your subconscious. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference.
Well, yeah, it's because you're
we're not talking about
focusing.
subconscious.
I'm just talking about like focusing on a certain thought, and that's naturally changing. I guess like it does relate to your subconscious of like naturally changing the pathways of what opportunity you end up seeing, or just like what you just end up thinking. That's why it's like, for example, if I'm in a relationship with someone and I'm only thinking about the negative things that they're doing, I'm going to see everything else that they do as negative, and even maybe bring those opportunities. Yeah, you create it.
Yeah, we can go on and on about that part. No other ghost stories from you guys though?
No, but I have a question. Do you guys think little kids' imaginary friends are ghosts?
I have kind of a I'll make it short, but I have a theory. And because of my theory, I would say no.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, I am a man of science and I am a man of spiritual.
I mean, he's a doctor.
Yeah.
No, this is not a doctor's.
Dr. Joe Dispenza.
This is actually not a doctor's outfit.
Oh, you're a scientist.
No, not at all.
What are you?
I'm a janitor.
I don't think janitors
I don't think janitors wear that.
I'm a human person with free will. I can do whatever I want. I'm also a zookeeper.
I can see that. Veterinarian.
Yeah, carpenter too. Did you know? My theory? You guys distracted me because connecting the spiritual side and the metascience side. At the end of the day, everything comes down to, I want to believe that there's a spiritual connection to the human body, but I recognize that the brain is just electrical synapses bouncing and firing off of each other, and it's all just electrical impulses in your brain, right? And what is electricity? Electricity is just neurons, or electrons, protons, neutrons, and those exist everywhere and everything, right? And what they say about ghosts is when there's like cameras or some shit, it always causes like an electro like whatever fucking it fucks with shit.
The electromagnetic, like that's why
the
they have
magnetic
the
waves
reader,
and shit.
yeah.
So what I think is, say you die, and your willpower or your mind is just so strong, it just keeps all the electrons, neutrons, and protons that was of your mind and body together. They just haven't separated. They are staying attached and bonded to each other. You just don't have a physical form anymore.
Would you call that your soul?
I would call that the soul, yes. That being said, technically that means everybody's soul is connected at one point or another.
Oh yeah.
Because once it dissipates and reconnects with everything in the outside world.
So do you believe in reincarnation?
Yes.
That's why in manifestation they say that everyone is connected and everyone comes from source.
This is why I always
do you also believe like in soulmates or like twin flames?
100%.
Or like
this theory, I don't know if it already exists or not, but this theory of mine also connects to like why twins can feel the same shit their twin is feeling from across the planet, or yeah, that's it.
Well, and I mean, in Joe Dispenza's work, that's why like they can literally they've tested meditating and putting I can't describe it the way he does, but basically
ailments.
they cure so they have these 7-week retreats where they do these intensive meditations, right? And they started testing healing some another person, like so a collective of people all meditating and like getting in the same state, healing someone else, and they tested doing this with someone that is not in the same vicinity as them, and they like found some pretty crazy stuff. Like they found that like some of the shit actually worked. I'm still reading the book, but it's pretty insane stuff. Like but that's where, I mean, I know I was talking to Nand about it just like on the retreats and stuff, like how they're able to like some of these people come in like on wheelchairs, or they come in like people with cerebral palsy and they have like crutches, right? Or some of them are even blind or deaf, and they literally by the end of the 7-week period they have like a very intensive meditation session, and this person literally gets up out of the wheelchair or throws down their crutches and they're walking around fine. Like how is that possible, right? And so I do think that there's all like some big connection that has to do with like us being connected to source, and being able to like what's the word, not transfer, but like being able to I guess transfer that energy onto someone else, and change them. I think it's possible.
Shift your mind.
Now, if only we could like actively access that, we'd go like full alchemy.
Well, that's the practice of meditation.
Oh no, I was talking about anime. Sorry.
Oh, you're talking about
Full Metal.
Yeah, Full Metal.
Full Metal Alchemist.
All right. Well, we have another question from Slowburn. A question from Slowburn. Best costumes you've seen or worn at festivals. And then a follow-up question: what's your favorite horror movie?
I don't like horror movies.
I hate horror movies. I do not watch horror movies.
Actually,
shame.
I hate horror movies. However, there was a 2-year time span where my roommate was so sad because of her breakup that she watched a horror movie like every other day to like feel something. She wasn't like crazy or anything, but she was just like she just felt so numb. So that's what she was doing, and I would join her for the movies until they didn't bother me anymore. So that being said, one that I liked was Mama. It was just really funny. Like I don't know why I thought it was funny. That's
Mama, wait, is that?
It's the one with like the 2 little girls that are found in a cabin and they have a ghost, like a ghost mother.
Like a ghost mother?
Yeah.
Okay,
wait, I like Insidious.
Insidious is very good.
Insidious is
fucking
top tier.
I love that.
That is
one.
a top.
Very
James
good.
Wan is a genius.
I very
I
much
love that
enjoyed the Paranormal series.
Yeah.
Paranormal Activity was really good. If anyone has seen Cabin in the Woods, it's kind of a parody.
Oh yeah.
But it's also horror.
It's like sci-fi horror.
No, it's parody horror.
Well, yeah, because you're also
sci-fi.
saying,
Sci-fi parody horror. Yeah,
Cabin
really
in the Woods
good.
that ends with the hand, right?
It's the one where they're in like basically like a
cabin.
simulation of sorts.
Yeah,
and it ends with like a giant hand
and
coming
they
out
have
of the ground.
They have the Scooby-Doo trope where all the characters basically like portray some Scooby-Doo characters. So they got the stoner, he's
Maybe
like
I'm
Shaggy.
not thinking about that.
And then Chris Hemsworth is in it, and he's like supposed to be Fred, you know?
Yeah.
I can't remember that.
Yeah.
There's this one movie that I saw where it's just like people were simulating horror situations or something, and it was like to appease the gods or whatever, and then
Yeah,
they
yeah,
didn't do
that's-
it that one time.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
that happens in the movie.
Oh, then yeah, I'm thinking about the same movie.
Oh, okay.
I hate movies like that just end with everybody dying.
Yeah, but it's a parody, so it's
Well,
like,
no, like there's a lot of horror movies, and that's why I just never enjoyed horror
that's-
movies. There's no
there's no happy ending or
there's no point. Everyone just dies at the end. Like I just watched
Yeah,
all of
it's-
this for nothing.
It's horror. It's horrific. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna explain that I feel like my favorite style of a horror movie are ones that kind of have a storyline that make you think a little bit. Like what's his name? He does the movies like The It or The Tall Grass. Have you ever seen
Stephen King.
Stephen King? Or I used to like the Saw movies for a little bit,
Ooh.
but
That one's good.
I don't engage with like those like pop-up horror movies where
I
like
like
everyone
thrillers.
dies.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Thrillers
why
are nice.
that's why I like Insidious. I feel like Insidious has a really good storyline. It
Yeah.
has a really
Yeah.
good establishes the characters really well.
If there's a good storyline that, especially the storylines that try to like envelop themselves in like history to make it seem like it was a real story, those
Mhm.
ones are really like
Those are
interesting.
cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it involves like mythology in some way, shape, or form, or like religion in some way, shape, or form. Try to like make it seem like
With
it
more
could
depth.
be. Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Because jump scares, same. I'm not a big fan of jump scares.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
then it's just like pointless, like getting scared. I don't know. It's just because then next thing you know, I start getting scared, and then I'm just like, oh, maybe I should not turn off the lights, and it just
Cheap trick.
it ruins my quality of life, you know.
And then I hate going to the bathroom because I'm scared I'm gonna see a ghost in the mirror.
Oh,
See-
speaking of which, that was one movie that I really liked was Mirrors. I don't know if you guys saw it.
No.
There's basically the plot is there's a ghost like lady like in the like that is like stuck in a mirror, and every time you look in a mirror like her spirit will embody your reflection,
Oh, no,
and then
no, no,
and
no,
then
no,
make
no.
you do some like
Oh.
pretty
No, no, no.
gnarly shit.
no,
to,
that
to,
movie
like, to-
will literally
I
ruin
got
my
you one.
life.
Yeah, don't watch Final Destination either, because then
got
you'll
one.
be like
Oh my god!
looking
Every
around
time,
the corner.
every time I drive behind a truck with like metal things,
Yeah.
I'm always gonna think that it's gonna go.
It's literally embedded in my fucking brain because I used to watch it as a kid. Like, who let me do that?
What were you gonna say?
Oculus. You guys ever see Oculus?
No.
It's kind of like it's a movie about mirrors in the same similar way, but Oculus, I thought it was a really well told story. Basically, the mirror would make you see things that aren't actually happening, and they would attract you to do something where you would end up killing somebody or killing yourself or some shit like that.
Oh.
So like the movie starts out with the two main characters now being adults, and the woman, she's like, I finally found you, and she finds this mirror that killed her mother or tricked her brother into killing her mother, because Oculus is all about affecting your vision in every way, shape, or form. So then like she brings it and there's a whole movie about her trying to like destroy it and stuff, and like threatening to destroy it, but it is in a way alive and just messing with everyone's vision, so you never really know what's happening until the end.
Well, wait, okay, so that movie actually sounds like what we were just talking about, of how when we think of something and we focus on it, it literally happens, or
Well,
it shifts
no,
our
no.
brain states.
No.
Well, yeah, I mean, yes, but that's this horror movie was literally is just built on visual like, so like at one point this giant weight falls to like break the mirror, but the brother doesn't know that his sister is standing in the way, so it actually just stabs her in the face.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
'Cause he
just
sees something else.
sorry to cut this off. I'm gonna give like two more recommendations. Obviously, The Ring, Grudge. Watch the Ascent.
Bye. Sorry.
Bye, Jay. Watch The Ascent. Those are some really good
The Ring
ones.
is a good one.
Yeah. But to answer the other question before we
Gone
have
Girl is also good.
before we
Psychological thriller,
have
though.
5 minutes left and stuff on the segment, you're just real quick rapid fire. What are some of the best Halloween costumes you've seen at a festival?
This one wasn't at a festival because I don't.
Or I guess just seen.
Okay, yeah. So there's this one time I was in high school and me and my friends were trick or treating. Yeah, I was still in high school, sophomore. Anyway.
No, same. Yeah,
Okay,
sorry,
cool.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
swag. Yeah. So
That's your
Swag.
college, okay?
So he was dressed up as a priest. He was dressed up as a priest, but he like mixed it with being also a basketball player. So he was a priest, and he had J's on, and he had a Bible in one hand and a basketball in the other. And we would walk down like in our neighborhood, and he'd be like, "Hey, you trying to get crossed up?" Or he's like, "You trying to ball up in the name of the Lord?" And
That's funny.
It was the funniest thing.
That's
hey,
good.
Shout out my boy Sean. I miss you.
That's good.
I love it when women create a sexy version of a non-sexy costume. If that makes sense.
Makes sense.
Only because of the confidence. Yes, like I love girls, but I love when women are just confident with themselves and they are like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna be a sexy witch."
If done creatively, I will say
Yeah.
if done creatively, because like wearing a white bra and black panties and then just being like, "I'm a Dalmatian." That's not. That's
Every
not.
time-
That's
every
kind of funny.
time-
That's kind of funny.
Every time it just reminds me of like Mean Girls. Because
Yeah.
like in girl world, Halloween is the one night
Yep.
a year when a girl can dress like a total slut and no other girls can say anything about it.
Yep,
I
and
love how
that
you-
sticks with me.
I love how you read it.
Did you quote it?
Because I know I needed to like find it so I didn't
Yeah.
mess it up.
Yeah, like that's literally in my brain. It's in the back. It's a memory, and I take that with me for the rest of my life.
So one year I dressed up as someone that works for the IRS, and I put
That is so mean.
I put on my I was like 9, so I mean obviously I'm not actually working for the IRS, but like
Hold on, what
I'm sorry,
9-year-old
what?
decides to dress as the?
That's what's baffling me right now.
I
Is as
got
a
it.
9-year-old kid, you said, "Hey, I'm gonna dress up as an IRS
I got
employee."
it. I got the idea from Calvin and Hobbes. I used to read Calvin and Hobbes
Dude,
religiously.
I fucking loved Calvin.
I used to
and Hobbes.
religiously read Calvin and
You ever-
Hobbes growing up.
You ever read Calvin Hobbes and Bacon?
No,
It's Hobbes and his daughter.
I didn't even know this existed.
You should look it up.
Okay, I will. Because I started reading Foxtrot after Bill Patterson retired. So
He didn't retire. He died.
Oh no! Well, he retired and then he died. Yeah.
That's usually how things go. You retire, then you die.
No, he didn't retire because he died. He retired, then he died.
I don't think you get a choice to retire.
Okay.
if you just die
Anyways,
first,
look.
but-
Anyways, yeah. So I dressed up as an IRS member, and then I had a little badge that said, I was like, "I'm here to take." I can't even
I'm here to
remember.
take your
but-
money.
No, I'm
That's
here to
what
like
it is.
take what you got or something. I don't know, something like that. But it was like a pun with like Halloween candy and stuff like that. I don't know. But anyways, that was one of my favorite costumes I ever did.
Nice.
Any other solid ones?
I can't even remember. I'm sorry.
Same. I really
Alright.
can't remember. I
I'm
didn't get to.
blanking on.
I didn't get to celebrate Halloween all that much growing up.
Oh, I like when people wear those big costumes like that blow up, like the big dinosaurs.
Oh yeah, or the
Or-
alien that looks like it's grabbing you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one's funny.
People
I like
wear them,
it.
they're troopers.
I like it when like friend groups do like a whole theme.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like I've
Oh,
seen
yeah.
squads wear like all the scout uniforms to like festivals.
I've seen like
that's always
Power
cool.
Rangers.
I will say this. Just because I am an anime nerd or anime weeb. Going to BTSM show, everyone was dressed up in anime stuff, but also it was rave.
Like make it rave. So
That's
it's like
awesome.
sexy
Like,
anime.
yeah, so like Halloween costumes, they're great. Cosplay, great, well done. People put in the effort, but anime outfits, but make it sexy.
Yeah.
Oh, so you were the same. You like sexy outfits.
Who doesn't like sexy outfits?
People of the Lord.
People that get crossed up in the name of
Wait,
Make no mistakes, sir.
wait.
They like it. They just
wait.
can't voice that they like it.
Palms 1512. I am
Buddhists?
Catholic. I am
14,
Catholic.
12, Palm
Monks?
17. I
isn't
like
it-
sexy.
Wait, isn't it Psalms?
I say whatever I want
I
to
believe
say.
it is Psalms.
Oh God.
Palms.
Let's not get sacrilegious on this podcast, please.
Psalms of the Buddhist culture of 42, Article 12, Section 55.
To Article
Genesis
12. Are you
1, the
speaking about
creation
that?
of life.
We only got a few minutes left, so let's
Sorry.
let's close this out soon.
Don't tell my
Um,
Catholic teacher that I pronounce Psalms wrong.
Don't tell my Christian teacher that I was never paying attention.
Okay. Anyways, so I know that Nand, you just got back from. You literally just got off a flight.
Yeah, 2 hours ago.
Yeah, literally 2 hours ago. You were in New York and Boston, and I know we wanted to talk a little bit about venues before we close things out. You said you went to the Brooklyn Mirage, and
Yo.
it was fucking awesome.
The way you said it was so. fucking awesome. Brooklyn Mirage apparently was ranked like #1 venue. I don't know if that's accurate, but if it is, I agree. There's just something about it. The screens, I think Lost Lands is probably better, but I did not go to Lost Lands. I went. The venue was really, really dope. Like, it was outdoor. It was spacious. It was, I don't know, the acoustics, everything about it was really, really great. The only downside,
is it outside or inside?
It's outside.
Oh, okay.
You got to walk through an inside area first.
Oh.
It's not like a stadium where you got to like walk through a lot,
Right.
but it's like a club. It's if you walk through an area to get to a club area, and that club area has no roof.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Cool.
it was really dope. And you know what's weird? This might not be a venue thing. This might be a New York thing, because I also went to Under the K Bridge the night before in Brooklyn.
I was going to ask about that.
Which was Alice in Wonderland, Madeon, and Wave Rider.
Wave
Dash.
Yeah.
Yeah, people there in Brooklyn kind of suck, and I don't mean this in like they're assholes. They just don't. They don't say excuse me.
Sorry.
They don't say excuse me. They don't, and they push. But the thing is, I don't think they're being rude. I think that it's just their normal nature is this is how you move your way through a crowd. They're not trying to be assholes. Because when I would walk through the crowd and I would say excuse me, sorry, pardon me, they looked at me like, you're good, just go.
So do they suck, or in your perspective they suck?
I don't know.
Maybe
the
it's just
answer
the
to that
culture.
question.
Yeah, because it could just be the culture.
I would like
of-
to touch up on that, because when we were at I think we were at Edco, and everyone on the East Coast didn't really say excuse me, but the
No one was being rude.
the crowd still like just parted as if they just knew. So it was just kind of like almost like a common sense kind of thing, which
Unspoken
now
rule.
makes me believe that the West Coast here, like our rave, our rave scene, you kind of still just need to be just a little bit more mindful than that. No one's going to like just
Yeah.
move on their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to vocalize it.
You do have
I-
to vocalize it here.
I think
which I don't
also-
think
I
is
think it's
necessarily
because
bad,
everyone's
but
like
it's
in their own little world here.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
a little, yeah.
Well, I also think overcrowded out here versus over
Yes.
there.
That's true. So
Oh,
you don't
also
know what's
true.
happening sometimes.
Yeah, very
Edco,
true.
not overcrowded for the
No.
record. Brooklyn Mirage, not overcrowded. You know, like I went to see Millennium, there was still plenty of space. Like honestly, I could stand in the back and I would still be within a fair distance.
Cool.
So it's like no one needed to be squished up next to each other. It was not a sardine kind of situation.
West Coast, take notes.
Oh, just
Or just
West-
stop
Don't
overselling.
oversell.
No, yeah, overselling is like the top like problem
Yeah.
within like
Yes,
some festivals.
It is.
Yeah, I don't know if that tweet was real or if it was Photoshop, but if it's real, then shout out to John Summit because
I
he
just saw that.
he
What?
tweeted something out saying like it really sucks that things are being oversold, and he was like saying like I get it, but if I recommend people to come see my show or to go see a show in Ibiza and then they're just like I was sardine the whole time, I just feel bad that I even recommended it in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I agree. Like you want to be able to have a good time. Like I get it, you got to make money, but like
The venue.
if your patrons who go to see this show just don't even have a good time because they're just like sardine the
No,
whole
okay.
time, is it even worth it for anybody anymore?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I went to the club last Friday, at Heat Lounge at it's called Rewind, but the venue is Heat Lounge in OC, and we almost didn't get a table, but we saw how packed it was, overpacked. The dance floor couldn't move. Thank God we
Yeah.
decided to split for a table. If we didn't, I would have just I'm going home. I'm sorry.
The
Yeah.
demand is just higher, for people to go to raves.
Well, see, that's
Or
the thing, though.
shows.
That's the thing, though, is like I think they're still overselling them, at least out
Yeah.
here on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Because I think about some of the festivals that I've been to on the East Coast, they don't oversell it.
I think it's also being mindful about your venues too. Like, I mean, the venues make a huge difference. I feel like, just with Hard Summer being at the Kia Forum, was like, I feel like there was plenty of space, didn't seem too overcrowded. I'm sure they probably still did around similar numbers in terms of the amount of tickets they sold. But I think because that venue is so spacious, it was able to account for all those people versus, you have the NOS Center and it's like, the NOS is big, but it's like, there's so many like pockets that are just like way too crowded. The way that they
Yeah.
build their stages, it makes it so that it's like there's too many people packed in like a small area,
Yeah.
So I think it really does come down to like just maybe, I don't know, I can't say choosing better venues, but like just
Well, yeah.
strategizing based on your venue size.
Yeah.
you know?
I think something to, and I could be wrong, but like I think it's also knowing how to spread out your production. Because I'm thinking about like some venues where like let's say the stage is in the front, they have towers of speakers going pretty far back so that the crowd itself can go further and further back.
Yeah.
If like look, if I'm all the way in the back and I can't hear the music, I'm gonna want to get closer. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
But if I can hear it all the way back here, I'm
you wanna
chilling.
just stay back there. Yeah.
I'm chilling. But
it's like
that's
Bill
what I'm
Graham.
saying. Like that's why I feel like Nos. Most of the speakers are they're all at the front. I don't actually think they go that far back.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Well, I think they usually have like maybe like a couple that are a little bit closer, but even still, when you're in the back, it's not the same, you know, versus like when you're at Bill Graham. You know, like
because
you
Bill
feel
Graham's like a whole.
No, I know, but I'm saying that you feel like when you're in the back, you still feel like you're in
it's
it.
a building.
That's different though.
No, I know,
that's a built.
I know that, but I'm just using it as an example of like
an amphitheater.
Like you can be in the back and still get the same experience as if you were like up in the front. Like there's the difference between the two is not very big versus like when you're at a stage at the Nos Center, it's like if you're all the way in the back, it's like.
But that's also to be fair, that's the Nos Center because now I'm thinking about Bass Canyon. And I remember being all the way up on the hill, and there was like towers and towers of speakers.
I love Bass Canyon. It was a good one.
All right, so that's about all the time we have for today. Thank you guys for being here. If you didn't already know, like I mentioned earlier, we have a Patreon that you can go and check out as the best way to support us. On the Patreon, we do bonus episodes and segments. We listen to music. We have exclusive playlists. We also do, as I mentioned before, priority Q&A. So definitely go and check it out and see what you like on there. We have different tiers. You can check those out as well. And while I'm saying this, I'll have all of our patrons' names on screen.
This person is really, really cool. I've seen this person before. They're really, really good. That person over there is really, really cool too.
This one keeps coming over to my place and won't tell me why.
But even if you're not a patron, we still love you guys.
We still love you.
Not as much as this guy though. So if you want to like be loved as much as this guy,
I took the names off screen already. Sorry. He's pointing to our ghost.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, your name could be right here. Maybe you know.
But yeah, so leave a comment with who you guys want to see on the podcast soon, and also answers to our question of the day earlier. How old do you think is too old to go trick-or-treating? And we will see you guys in 2 weeks.
Toodles.
Bye-bye.
You're a human. You have free will.
We're not in Kansas
Thanks,
anymore.
Daniel.
You're welcome.